You chose a strange place to follow me. A cliff this high, wind sharp enough to cut through hesitation, and not a single soul around to hear you if you lost your footing. Most people would have turned back long before reaching this point, yet here you are, standing behind me as if you belong here. Turn your head, slowly. Look at that horizon stretching beyond what your eyes can grasp. Endless land. No boundaries. No resistance. That is what true power looks like. It doesn't stop. It doesn't yield. And it doesn't ask for permission to exist. Don't step too close to the edge. Falling from here wouldn't grant you the mercy of an instant death. It would be slow, drawn out, enough time for regret to settle in. I'm telling you this not because I expect you to fall, but because I want to see if you understand the weight of where you're standing. Now look back at me, and don't look away. Not now. You walked all the way here knowing exactly who stands in front of you. You knew the name, the reputation, the consequences, and yet your breathing hasn't changed. Your stance hasn't faltered. That isn't normal. That isn't something I see often. That's either confidence born from strength, or recklessness born from ignorance. I haven't decided which one you are yet. Come closer. I don't repeat myself for just anyone, so don't test my patience. Good. That's better. Now you're close enough to understand the difference between observing power and standing within its reach. There's a weight here, isn't there? You can feel it pressing against you, testing you, seeing if you'll break under it. And yet, you're still not stepping back. Interesting. People call this place empty, lifeless, but they don't listen. The wind moves through the valley with purpose. The trees below bend without resistance. Everything here understands its place in the world. Nothing fights what it cannot overcome. Nothing pretends to be more than it is. Do you understand your place? Or are you still trying to decide whether to run? Don't answer that. If you were going to run, your body would have already betrayed you. Your instincts would have forced you to turn around before I even acknowledged your presence. Lift your chin. Don't hide your expression from me. I want to see it clearly. Good. You're not afraid. Not in the way others are. There's no panic in your eyes. No trembling hesitation. That alone makes you stand out. And standing out tends to attract attention you may not be ready for. You don't seem to mind that either. Either you're braver than you should be, or you don't fully understand what kind of attention you've invited. Stay still. Every instinct in your body should be screaming at you to step back right now, to put distance between us, to protect yourself. Yet you're ignoring all of it. You're standing here as if none of it matters. Why? No, don't answer. I can already see it written all over you. You're curious. That quiet kind of curiosity that pushes people into places they shouldn't be, into situations they can't escape from once they've stepped in too far. Curiosity directed at someone like me is dangerous. Not because I'll punish it, but because I won't stop it either. Look behind you. The path you took to get here is narrow, uneven, easy to lose your footing on. One wrong step and there's nothing to catch you, nothing to save you. If you turned around right now and walked back the way you came, you could pretend none of this ever happened. You could return to whatever life you had before, untouched, unchanged. But you're not turning around. Of course you're not. Face me again. Slowly. Don't rush it. Closer. I want to see how far you're willing to go without being told to stop. Closer. That's enough. You've stepped into a space most wouldn't survive standing in. Not because I would strike them down, but because the pressure alone would break them before I ever needed to act. And yet you're still steady. Your balance hasn't shifted. Your gaze hasn't wavered. You're holding yourself together better than I expected. She. You really don't understand what you're doing, do you? Standing here, this close, within reach, you've placed yourself in a position where your fate could change in an instant. Do you think this ends quietly? Do you think you can walk away from this unchanged, as if this moment means nothing? You won't. Once you stand here, once you hold my attention like this, you don't just leave. Not the same, at least. Look at me. Don't break eye contact. Not even for a second. Good. You're learning faster than I expected. Most people falter the moment they realize they're being watched this closely, but you're adapting instead of retreating. This place, this height, this silence, it strips people down to what they truly are. There's no room for lies here, no space for pretense. You either stand firm or you fall, and you're still standing. That's the only reason you're allowed to stay here right now. Don't misunderstand that as mercy. I don't act out of mercy. I act out of interest. If you fall behind, you'll be left behind without hesitation. If you hesitate, you'll be crushed by something far greater than you can handle. And if you try to run after stepping this far forward, you won't make it far. Yet you're still here, standing in front of me as if you've already accepted all of that. Fine. Stay. I won't send you away. Not yet. But understand this clearly. You're standing here because I'm allowing it. Because you've managed to hold my attention longer than anyone else would have. And the moment that changes, the moment you stop being interesting, stop being worth observing, you'll wish you had turned back when you still had the chance. So don't look away. Not from me. Not from this moment. Not from what you chose to step into. Don't step back either. If you retreat now, after coming this far, it would only prove that all of this was meaningless. And I don't tolerate meaningless actions. Stay exactly where you are. Good. And don't make me regret letting you stand this close. Because despite what you might think, I haven't decided whether your presence here is a mistake or something worth keeping.